The very next speaker is to teach you about resilience so that you can shine inside out. Resilience is also very important, right? This Singapore very first tactical parenting strategist and study coach, she uses 3M system to help her student from age 10 all the way to 16 to self-study and score A's. Wow, that's very important. Something that all parents like. Okay, so I think most parents would love her. Being a mom of two high achievers, okay, not just any student, but high achievers, right? She has hands-on experience because she nurtured them herself, all right? So she nurtured them and she guide them through their studies, and she teach them how to self-study, and that's why resilience is very, very important. So she helped parents to be happy parents to happy kids. So without further ado, let's us welcome Jasline. So
Thanks,
over to
Nicole.
you.
Thank you, Nicole. Okay, I'm going to share a screen, so bear with me a little, okay, because I'm using Canva. Okay, so talk about resilience. Okay, maybe those who are parents, maybe from the Facebook, you can say type a 1 with your parent. Yeah, so we know that who are in our audience that are parents. All right, so resilience. Okay, why I choose this topic is because we also want our children to shine inside out. Okay, and one of the very important thing we always want our children to have is to actually able to build the resilience to challenges, so that we don't actually worry about them being stressed out. Okay, and then that will be the part that they'll be happy. Okay, and I think I just love everyone sharing today, like Jim share about how to smile, so you all gel together. So I'm going to share exactly what the tips that you can do to help nurture your children to actually shine inside out by just using resilience. Okay, so at the end of the live, okay, I'm going to give you all gifts. Okay, so stay tuned. Yeah, okay, so next one, this is a quote: treat a child as though he already is the person he's capable of becoming. So we mustn't think our children are not strong enough. Okay, so we have to think that they are capable. And resilience is the ability to bounce back, okay, from stress, adversity, failures, challenges, or even trauma. So if we want to bring our children up to be healthy and happy, we need to build the resilience in them. All right, so next slide. Y'all can see, right? Okay, good. Okay, so what are the practical ways? Okay, we need the practical tips, right? And those that think this is very important, can you type a yes in the chat group, in the Facebook? Yeah, that's very important, right? To feel that. Okay. So I'm Jasline. I'm actually a parenting strategist and study coach. So I have a lot of content on my YouTube that those who wants to look at my learning strategies and motivation. Yeah, and I'm also on Facebook. Okay, so there'll be a lot of information about how you can help your children to be better in their studies as well, right? So building resilience, like you can see the picture. Okay, we want our children to grow strong, of course, healthy and happy, right? So how to build that particular one? Number one is actually listen to the child. Okay, actually we know that sometimes our children are feeling down, are feeling not so right today. Let's all listen to our children to know what are they feeling. Okay, it's important we actually see signs that they could be having some setbacks or some failures. Okay, so this is a very quick tip. Listen to them carefully without distractions, because as mummies we also have a lot of things going on. Give them your attention, right? Okay, learn to embrace changes. So as a mom, okay, as a parent, right, whenever you actually have any challenges or difficulties, right, you also show that you're able to embrace the changes. You're not there to complain about something happened to you, something new you have to learn. But when you do that, you're actually showing your children that they learn how to be able to accept challenges and go forward. Okay, that is a very, very easy tip for everyone. Okay, and another one is evaluate and give feedback. Okay, so we always parents tend to want to jump into certain conclusions quickly, but I will actually, after listening to a child, right, you can give very good, evaluate the challenges that your child have or problems that they tell you, and give good feedback to them. Okay, that's when open communication can happen, and actually you are actually building your child to different kind of values and your opinions that will help her to reach a decision. And maybe when she's having some difficulty, she also will have another opinion, and she will not feel so sad. And she know that by giving her positive feedback and telling her some things can be solved, it can also build her resilience as well. Okay. So that actually there's 10 best phrases that you can teach resilience to your child. Okay, so I think just now we talked about smiling, right? So number one, we can also be humorous. Okay, like for example, then some things happen, right? We laugh it off, or we actually tell the child that don't be so hard on yourself, right? Have good humor. And number two, there could be sometimes you need to set a goal, right? So you can say things like, okay, let us all, don't let this spoil everything, right? Contains perfectionism, anxiety, because some children are very anxious. They want to do everything perfect. Okay, so we just have to have another phrase that comes in and say, okay, don't worry, this is just a small thing. We have so many things. We just have don't let this small little thing actually spoil the whole show, right? And there are also very good phrases like, oh, let's take a break. You know, sometimes when you see your child is having difficulties, you know, in that maybe they are doing some problem sums and they cannot solve, right? Yeah, we go along and say, hey, let's take a break. Maybe have a short break. That will help the child to relax a bit. And another phrase is that maybe you can also teach your child how to handle worries, right? Maybe you can ask your child, hey, who have you spoken to? Did you speak to your teacher about this problem? Yeah. And 5, I think is very powerful, okay? So those, it's about offering hope, because sometimes children have their own simple thinking and they can't seem to get out of their difficulties in their thoughts. So you actually give them encouraging words, especially giving them hope. For example, it could look quite bad now, but actually you will get through it, okay? So because of the way you approach and the way you say the phrases, right, you will definitely help your child to get out from there. Sometimes they feel that it's a setback, okay? Or maybe they have just spoiled a beautiful painting, right? So, but you can tell her, hey, actually we can do all over again. It's not too bad, we can actually salvage some of the painting to actually make another painting, right? So, and then a very good phrase is that, positive reframing, okay? So sometimes you can say, what can you learn from this so that it doesn't happen next time? So you're actually asking your child to reflect. So this will also let them to think that, maybe it's actually not so bad after all. Okay, 7th phrase is acceptance, right? Telling her, don't worry, relax, okay, and see what happens. Because we want to encourage them to actually take all the challenges and then move forward, okay? So you can tell them, don't worry, relax, okay? And the 8th phrase that you can learn is, this isn't the end of the world. Yes, I think it's so important, even for ourselves as parents, right? Yes, sometimes things happen to your children, but let's all think this isn't the end of the world, right? So let's all be positive as well. The 9th phrase is that you could be right, but have you thought about? I think this is a very important part where we also, as a parent, we need to think how our children feel, okay? And we let them to think that we also want to feel the same as them and think as them. So you agree with them, say, hey, you could be right, but have you thought about something else? So instead of jumping in and saying that, oh, you are wrong, let's all have a child think that they are actually having a good solution, but they could actually consider something else to encourage them to think. And the 10th phrase is that taking action. What can we do about this? So this is one of the common things that I ask my students when they are having, after the exams, right? I ask them, so after exam, what's the first thing you think of about exams? Then they will tell me, difficult, right? So, but I will tell them, what can we do about this? What do you think that you can do better? So by doing this, you're actually encouraging your child to take action, think what they can do better, and not keep on dragging that they didn't do well in the exams or the exams are too difficult. So I hope these 10 phrases that you really can help yourself and also your children to be more positive and resilient, okay? So next one is, this is my gifts to all who are here, especially parents, okay? There's my tickets to my 3M system to ace exams. So this is the link. And I've also have tips for my MCQ, because a lot of children are having problems scoring for MCQs. So I'm going to give you the tips. So this is my link where you can write in your request for these MCQ tips. All right. And that's all, Nicole. Thank you so much.
So interesting.
Thank you. I will stop sharing.
I know we're coming to the end of the year, but I believe those people in primary 5 or those parents and those parents who are in Sec 3, they will be preparing for next year in PSLE and also GC O-level art. So those are the parents who will be very, very interested to know more about your services. All right, thank you, Jasline. So I will be the last speaker. We'll see you later. All right, so hi everybody. My name is Nicole. So it's my turn. I'm going to teach you how to shine inside out. So after me, we are going to do a get together and to answer all of your questions. So without further ado, I just would like to share a little bit about myself. So I am your aroma wellness advocate. So being a mother of two, I've suffered eczema for 10 years. All right, so I found a way 6 years ago with essential oils on how to help me on my eczema, and that's why I came into this passion. And I'm also a MOE registered trainer, doTERRA Diamond leader, and also founder of Symphony Sensation. So Symphony Sensation do a lot of corporate talks like pain management, stress management, and also DIY workshop as well. All right, so today I want to share with you how you can shine inside out by very simple tip is to actually intake of water and vitamins. Now, I think a lot of people, a lot of time, yes, they just drink water, right? But they do not know how much to drink. And one little tip about drinking water is you don't just, just drink water just like that. You sip water actually. And you want to know how much is enough. My suggestion is you can take a screenshot right now. Now, what you can do is, if you're not too sure how much is enough, take your weight, and I do not need to know your weight, yeah? Okay. And then you times 0.033. Right? And if you think that Nicole is so troublesome, I don't want to do it, that's fine. Then you just ensure that you drink about 1.5 liter per day for anybody. So that's the guideline. Or if not, I make things simple for you. You can take a screenshot of this, or you can take down this QR code where it will lead you to a calculator, and you can do it whether you are in kg, you're in pounds, even if you're in ounce, right?
Wow.
Do it.
Thank you, Nicole. Wow, I didn't know that we have this chart, you can how much water to drink. Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Yeah. So I found this for you, and of course, sometimes we exercise more and then we may need water more. So we are our best doctor. We assess for ourselves, okay?
Yes, we must download the calculator, okay? You must give us the link later.
Yes, I'll give you the link later. And why your brain need water? Because 80% of our brain is made of water. So when you take enough water, your brain also works better. When your brain works better, then you can shine inside out, right? Can you imagine if you have brain fog every day, then you look very tired every day, then you cannot shine inside out, right? So drink more water, because it not just help you on your brain, it also help you on the lymph node, your liver to detox, your blood, your kidney, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? Including your bones as well, right? And also your skin. And these are some of the things that I want to share where water not just affect your brain function, it also gives you energy level when your hydration is correct, all right? So make sure you hydrate yourself enough, and also the importance of clean water. Now, I just want to share this, like, if possible, we should not drink bottled water outside. Because of the plastic container. The container has a lot of degraders that leave tiny particles of plastic inside your water without you knowing. That is why you see these days we have a lot of issues like eczema, right? So which I'll show you later. And those are actually not healthy. Okay, so a trick question, how many bottles of mineral water should we take on a daily basis?
5.
No, answer is no. Don't drink bottled mineral water, okay? Take water from your home, but do not drink mineral water. Okay, so that's why this is a trick question. All right, so, and also vitamins as well. Of course, I'm not going to cover every vitamins. I'm just going to cover vitamins that are better, good for our brain, and the food replacement if you don't get supplement yourself. So vitamins like vitamin B1, what does it help with your nerve and your brain communication, right? So if you do not take vitamin B1, what are the food that you can replace with? So you can take a screenshot, right? So these are the things that you can help yourself, and it's more geared towards the brain health and also your mood, and also for your heart. Okay, so do you know taking water is very important? Because like this was me having eczema. When you don't drink enough water, your body is not able to flush out all the toxic. Yeah, of course, I do a lot of things to detox now, of course, but water is also one of the most important factor. All right, and when you detox, you can also slim down. That's a good thing, right? A good side effect, right? So on top of what Grace is going to teach you, just remember to drink more water. All right. And I just would like to thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My IG is Oil Channel, but if you're talking about business, you can find me on Facebook would be at Nicole Tay. All right.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. So I'm just going to bring everybody back up again, and I'm just going to go to the Facebook and see if there is any questions from the ground, right? Okay. So if you all have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, Jim. Actually, we're just curious. How old you look? How old are you? You don't have to tell us your actual age. Give us a range.